You are listening to the Unleashed and Aligned podcast, where we strip away the noise, unleash our truth, and align with our highest self. I'm your host, Coach Felicia, a life coach, energy guide, and your biggest believer. Now let's dive into today's episode. All right, we're talking about the heart chakra now, our fourth chakra. This energy that is in the center of our chest, this green in color, vibrant energy that deals with our emotions. It deals with our love, our hatred, our resentment, our grief, our bitterness. All of these emotions reside in that fourth chakra. It represents our ability to surrender and trust a higher power. Acknowledging emotional struggles as part of a divine plan. What does that mean? Part of a divine plan. How can we achieve inner peace while embracing forgiveness, while embracing the release of resentment? And how can we work to allow healing? That is what the emotional struggles we are going to go through and we are going to work towards. I love the heart chakra because I love anything that deals with how we relate to emotions. I find it fascinating and also challenging. They say that an emotion only passes for 90 seconds if you allow it to process. But most of us don't allow it to process. Most of us want to push it down. We want to resist it. We want to push it away. But then our thoughts keep bringing up the memory that pains us. And this is why paying attention to your thoughts is so important, because so many of us walk around on autopilot and we're doing things on such an unconscious level. We're driving to work half the time. We forget how we even got there. Our daily routines are just so programmed. And this is an efficiency of the brain, but it can also be a hindrance when we're not paying attention to it, because we can have past thoughts, old thoughts, something somebody said to us that we didn't like, something that was hurtful, just replaying in the back of our mind, and we're not even paying attention to it. And it can cause us to have these emotions that keep coming up instead of processing and understanding why we feel the way we feel, understanding the emotion, getting really descriptive of it and really feeling it and allowing it to be in our body. Instead, we keep repeating it, and the brain thinks that it's keeping us safe. This is how we feel safe. This is how we don't show up. This is how we stay quiet. This is how we don't achieve big things and we stay comfortable. And the brain thinks it's doing an amazing job. It's like, high five, guys. I got you. All the while, it's creating this disruption in the body. This negative energy is causing us to have diseases. It's getting in our cells, that vibration, that negative vibration. You can feel that vibration. Think about somebody that's angry around you. You can feel it. Sometimes you can bring it on into your energy. You can start having a negative attitude or bad emotions. Walking around with a chip on your shoulder or start having just a bad day in general. Just imagine what it's doing in your body. So we're working on creating that inner peace. This chakra encourages us to explore our emotional landscape and nurture our emotional well-being, which is vital for all healthy relationships, especially the one with yourself. When we cultivate compassion and openness, we can connect authentically with others and ourselves. We can foster deep and meaningful connections based on understanding and emotional resonance. One of the challenges of the heart chakra can be the inability to connect or express one's emotions. Some individuals might find it challenging to be vulnerable or open with others. This can possibly lead to difficulties in forming deep and meaningful connections. When we get so emotionally disconnected, it can result in feelings of isolation, loneliness, or even a lack of emotional fulfillment in our one-on-one personal relationships. One of the things I want to talk about is forgiveness. And I know I spoke about this before, and this is more about the person that is doing the forgiving. But letting go of grudges for healing can be so powerful. And if you are somebody that is looking at possibility of forgiving, or maybe you're like, I could never forgive this person. I want you to really think about how that feels within your body, how that's feeling emotionally within you to not release that energy. Because that person that you're holding a grudge with, that you're not able to forgive, has a piece of your power. They are disempowering you right now. And I want you to take your power back. I want you to be empowered. And one of the ways you can do that is working on forgiveness. And you don't have to say it to their face. You can do it in the comfort of your own home, in the quietness and peace of a silent room. You can write it on paper. But working towards really releasing and forgiving and just getting that out, that energy flowing through you again, you will find that a piece of you comes back. Having compassion, practicing kindness and empathy towards people. This world needs more compassion, but the understanding of people and how we don't know what it's like to walk in somebody else's shoes. And if we can try to see ourselves in their situation, we might be able to understand them a little bit better. But until then, having compassion and practicing that kindness and empathy can go a long way. Nurturing connections, spending time outdoors for grounding, spending time in nature. Nature is such an amazing way to fill up all your chakras. But I find it amazing because I just love breathing in that air. The atmosphere of nature is always resonating with my heart chakra. Practicing self-care, engaging in those nurturing activities, making time for that self-care. Building healthy relationships, building empathetic and respectful connections. Emotional reflection, increasing that awareness of triggers for balance. Like I talked about, where is these emotions coming from? What kind of triggers are you having when you're feeling sad, mad, if you're feeling resentful, if you're feeling jealous? Really diving into why we feel the way we feel, having awareness in that area, not only helps expand your understanding of yourself, but it also helps release those emotions. And when we're doing this work, of course, we're having compassion and we are not beating ourselves up for any kind of experience we have. Gratitude, recognizing daily blessings. I always have gratitude every morning, every night. We have a gratitude jar. We say our gratitudes on our walks. We are always in gratitude energy because there's so many things to be thankful for. And when you try to look for gratitude and look around at what you're grateful for, you will notice more and more. So, what is the sacred truth of the heart chakra? Love is divine power. The sacred truth of love is divine power essentially is about our well-being and our spiritual growth. Unlike intellect, love's emotional energy that can heal and connect us with the divine. Unconditional love embodies divine forgiveness and compassion, fostering kindness and emotional connection. It drives creativity, but can also bring fear and pain, significantly impacting our lives. Life's challenges serves as opportunities for growth and love, influencing our biological outcomes. Embracing these lessons enhances compassion and aligns us with the essence of unconditional love. Love is a powerful force that inspires kindness and creativity while exposing us to fears and our vulnerabilities. It has the potential for healing and growth, but it can also lead to heartache and suffering if misdirected or unreciprocated. Love can heal emotional wounds, repair relationships, and offer comfort during distress. The unconditional support from others fosters a sense of healing that transcends physical remedies. Love unites people across race, religion, and culture, fostering unity and a sense of belonging when embraced as a guiding principle. Love can transform individuals and communities by promoting growth, empathy, and understanding. Approaching challenges with love and compassion helps overcome barriers and fosters connection between people. I don't know if we will ever be able to access or put out unconditional love. I think as humans, it is just our innate abilities to judge and to have conditions on things, not accept things or not accept what they do and cast judgment on them for that and not be able to tap into that unconditional love. But I think that when we strive for unconditional love, that is where the magic happens. I don't think you have to have unconditional love all the time. But if you are working towards loving the most that you can every single day, and that includes yourself, that is wholeheartedly one of the most important people. Because if you can't love yourself, how can you give love out to others? If you enjoyed this podcast, please make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a review so that we can connect with more people to develop our mind, body, and spirit.